we have to reevaluate Watcher in the context of the Mastery Challenge. I can't just do the normal Watcher thing, but also take the weird cards. I have to really reevaluate our fundamental approach there. But Ironclad has proven very, very capable of winning a Slay the Spire run on Ascension 20 while collecting cards under our weird nonsense conditions. For the uninitiated, this is the Slay the Spire Mastery Challenge, where I seek to beat the game with 2 copies of all of the different cards in the game. And we'll actually see now, thanks to the Mastery Challenge mod created by Biggie, which I do need to update, we'll actually be able to see through the game interface which cards have met this condition and which ones haven't. That's pretty cool. Do we want a random rare relic here? For 18 health, more than anybody else, Ironclad can really get away with that. But I also think that random rare card can be quite nice. We've actually crossed most of the Ironclad rares off the list, so I'm not as worried about grabbing particular rares anymore. Let's see, how many elites can we reasonably fight? 3 at best, and it's a pretty hazy 3. Definitely think we should be fighting these 2 elites. For sure. Or maybe this one and this one. Doesn't really enable anything? No. Going to this shop, in fact, seems like a good idea. Which means I probably want to go through this elite and this rest site. Which makes taking upfront damage a little bit less desirable, taking a random rare card a lot more desirable, especially if we get an attack card. Okay, I'll take a random rare card here. We get a Reaper for no downside. That seems like a pretty good start. Now, Reaper's not actually that good initially. 4 damage for 2 energy is an abysmal trade. And it is only the permanent healing that makes Reaper particularly good. So you need to either have Vulnerable or Strength before Reaper makes much sense. That said, with a Reaper in the deck, I think the correct path now is to do this. Just deliberately take 5 combats to get 5 card rewards, 5 chances at potions, and 5 money drops to optimize what we see in this shop and to prepare us the most to fight this elite. If we can heal 10 or more per combat, it really shouldn't be that difficult to stay on essentially full health. Case in point here. Triple defend? Triple defend. Lice are a pretty basic enemy. Most important thing to remember about them is that they cannot do, if you're playing on Ascension 20, they cannot attack 3 times in a row, and they can't debuff twice in a row. Functionally, this means that you can predict Lice 1 turn in advance. Most of the time. Cool. Basically at full health. 3 cards that haven't been mastered. We'd love to take any of these. Clothesline is the best damage pick of the 3. Damage and weak. Basic card, but quite effective. Bit expensive, mostly. Intimidate is free weaken 1 to all. Not a very good card on its own. I don't usually recommend Intimidate, but it does notably have a very good upgrade by increasing that by 1 additional week. So, not a great card, but if you take it, it's worth upgrading. Dual Wield, meanwhile, can make more copies of an attack or power, copying the current cost as well. We don't have enough energy to functionally make use of Dual Wield. Really feels to me like this is Clothesline or nothing, and it should be Clothesline. Deck would love to get some energy generation. I'm hoping we can find something like a Bloodletting. Bonk. Already happy about that Clothesline. Let's keep the Reaper for now. Yeah, amazing modders, even unprompted. BE volunteered their own time to create a visual mod for the challenge, and it's turned out great. All right, full health. Still no potion, which makes me pretty glad we've gone for so many combats here. Feel No Pain, Flame Barrier, Heavy Blade. I cannot justify another 2-cost card. We can only play one 2-cost card each turn, because we only have 3 energy currently. And if we take a third one, we're just going to be forced to choose which of the added cards we play, and then stuck with Strikes and Defense for the rest. Feel No Pain at least works with Reaper, and will help us if we face the Sentry's Elite, which could be important. It also has guaranteed use later in the Slime Boss fight, and is a very powerful Ironclad card besides. I'll take it here. Again, taking 5 combats on purpose. Our goal is to build enough of a deck to start defeating Act 1 decisively. Just gonna tank the damage here. Might as well, since we've got Burning Blood. Hey-ya! Alright, our first potion, and... Pummel, True Grit, or Anger. Pummel's quite nice in that we already are wanting Strength because of the Reaper, and we already have a Feel No Pain, so it blocks for some. Meanwhile, Anger can be nice because it's a 0-cost attack. We can always play it alongside the 2-cost things, and it's going to be self-duplicating, important for certain fights like the Slime Boss. Also goes well with Strength. The Mastery Challenge says take the Pummel here. The Get Out of Act 1 challenge says probably take the Anger. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is take the Anger. Alright, Reaper no longer of much use here at full health. We have to just focus on killing the enemies. Fortunately, this is a pretty easy set of enemies here for our first of the hard pool encounters in Act 1. Those first 3 combats in Act 1, first 2 combats in Act 2 and 3 coming from an easier pool of enemies. In Act 1, the easy pool can be easily defeated by your starting deck. That's not quite true for the later acts. Might take a bit of a walloping here. We kill this fungi beast, will become vulnerable. And then this does 16, and it might do that again next turn. Although we'd only take 6 more. And we're taking more than 16 if I don't kill it, so yeah. Might as well. It's completely okay to lose health because, again, with the Reaper now we have a way to get it back. Health we could have preemptively gained in this fight. If we weren't at full health, but we were. So we didn't. We do get another potion, and a decent AoE option, or a 2-cost attack in Perfected Strike. Whirlwind seems pretty good, leading up to Slime Boss especially. Although it will probably demand our first upgrade. How's it going, Balding Bigfoot? I haven't played the Hermit recently. We just played Pack Master on stream recently, and that was quite a time. But I haven't played Hermit in a long, long time. Alright, this is a good fight for the Essence of Steel, if not for this turn alone. We're also reasonably likely to get another potion here. Let's use this. We want to chip away at the Slaver while also full blocking. And just a little bit of block each turn can really help with that. Let's go Clothesline over Bash here. Better base damage. And we need the Vulnerable for this turn. Go Feel No Pain, Defend, everything else. Essence of Steel is definitely at its best when it's just giving you enough block to full block your opponent, so that you keep the full value of the plated armor, while also making a difference. Alright, let's put you to exactly 4, since that's the max Reaper can do. Yeah, how many cards does the Packmaster have? Oh, we do get a Bloodletting. Amazing. Yes, please. Trade health for energy is exactly what this deck wants, and is going to let us start to do some really good stuff, like super-powered whirlwinds, or bash Reaper on the same turn. Excellent. Okay, I think we're plenty strong for this elite now. We got really good potions. We got a really good set of cards. Whatever this elite is, they're super dead. Let's go. Sentries. More than super dead, actually. We've got Reaper, we've got Whirlwind, we've got Feel No Pain. Amazing. Just amazing. Lose 3 to deal 6? Probably not worth it. So if I Blessing of the Forge, we can do 24 to all plus 8. So we can kill this one, take 10, and the fight's pretty much over. And then I can even get some health back with Reaper, potentially. Or we could block potion this turn, save the Blessing of the Forge. Reaper on 3 targets, get the Feel No Pain in play. It's a good Forge Potion, but it might be a better Block Potion. And it can be a very good Forge Potion later, too. I think I like this line, with the Reaper in the draw pile. And now Reaper heals 12. Although, I do need to draw a damage card to kill? No, I don't. I can just do Reaper Strike. Perfect. You do take another 10 on here, though. And I think we leave the fight without further damage. Pretty good. Bottled Flame. Actually... Oh, Bottled Whirlwind. Hold on. Oh. Oh my. And there's the strength. Demon Form is our strength card, with Whirlwind and with Reaper. Absolutely a fantastic start here. Wow. Wow. So, I would say Bottled Whirlwind for everything leading up to Heart, and then Bottled Clothesline is actually what you want for Heart. But Bottled Whirlwind, 2 swag, so let's do that. Just kill everything on turn 1, as it should be. Also now makes turn 1 relics pretty incredible. We super duper upgrade Whirlwind immediately. And now we're no longer afraid of any multi-enemy combat, essentially. Gremlins, slimes, all that stuff just dies instantly to the deadly blades of turn 1 Whirlwind. Skip the shop, go to the elite instead. That causes us to skip a later elite. We could just skip the shop if we wanted to, but it's not... it's not a question of shop or elites. This path gets shop and elites. So we might as well. Yeah. Doesn't connect cross there. So there's no 3 elite path from here, sadly. Not without wing boots, anyway. Just spin to win. It's that easy. When is anger good, asks Vikunja. I'd say, broadly speaking, extremely good in Act 1. but good anytime you want to be able to play more attack cards, but you don't have energy to do so. Do I want a Carnage? No, I do want a Shrug, though. Block and draw. Seems good. Deeply appreciate that the Mastery mod understands that we mastered Carnage, even though it didn't happen on Ironclad. Good mod. Money and a meal ticket, all the more reason to go to this shop. Do we actually want a meal ticket? We could skip this for the blue key. This is definitely a deck that seems like it's not going to need occasional heal 15s from shops. But you never know. Healing can always be nice. I'm going to take this. The blue key, that is. That allows us to take Cursed Key from the boss more easily. As well as a few other things. A few interesting offerings here. Power Through and Fire Breathing together are kind of nice. The Abacus. Whenever we shuffle the draw pile, gain 6 block. Being able to bottle the demon form for just a little bit more money might have been nice, although I don't really like spending money on this option. Card remove is nice and cheap. Always welcome. I'm actually considering paying for Master of Strategy here. More card draw is very valuable, especially in a deck with a Bloodletting. Also works with a Feel No Pain. A card like this can be very expensive, but don't underestimate the power of one-time draw. Especially when you're desperately trying to get Demon Form in play. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay up for the Master of Strategy here. It's also a rare colorless card we haven't yet had a win with 2 copies of, and it would be a pretty good one to get crossed off the list. Gives us a Bottled Lightning target. True. Although, honestly, I would put the Bloodletting in Bottled Lightning to go with Whirlwind. Even with both options. Let's kill some elites. Alright, no need to use Master Strategy here. Let's just play Whirlwind for 3, I say. Got a Reaper. Let's just go Bloodletting, Feel No Pain, Demon Form. Pretend this is the Slime Boss fight, and show off what this deck is capable of. How low can your health go? Perfect, actually. Hiya! So we just... The whole battle plan for most fights is going to be tank damage in order to play Demon Form, and then get all the health back by playing Reaper later in the fight. Pretty sweet. Ooh, Rage is quite nice in a deck like this. The more attacks we can play in one turn, the better Rage is. Meanwhile, it doesn't cost energy, enabling it to work alongside Whirlwind and Demon Form and such. Or Reaper, too. Or we could take the second clothesline. I'd rather get a Rage, quite frankly. The Biggest Spoon, welcome to the Prime Sub. Thanks for the Prime Sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Here's the words. Gremlanius Norbert. Might actually be a bit of a challenge for this deck, because we don't actually have that much spike damage for high health single targets just yet. Good news is we've got 75 health to face tank with, and a clothesline, which can dramatically reduce the Gremlinob's damage. I think this fight's going to be too short for the Demon Form to be worth playing here. Clothesline Strike is completely perfect here. How much damage is in the draw pile? We do 18, bringing Gremlinob to, what here, 43? And then over the next 2 turns, we draw this. Is that going to be 43 damage? Really depends on when Bash comes up. At everything face value, we have 32 in the draw pile. 24 plus 8, yes, 32. with perfect draw ordering. If we get to do vulnerable on everything, that would be an additional plus 12. So 44, which would be enough. Okay. And we have the Forge Potion too, so this seems fine. What about Rage? Rage would give me 6 block this turn. But would increase the damage we take next turn. By how much? With Weaken, it's not that bad, but I don't think it's quite worth playing. I'm just going to go Clothesline Strike here. Take 6. Let's see what our draw looks like. Okay, we do actually draw perfectly, essentially. We got Bash, Anger, Strike. On this turn. Next turn, we're guaranteed to draw Strike, Strike with Vulnerable. So we don't need to use the Forge Potion. We don't need to play this Master strategy. We can always do Shrug It Off, Strike, Strike. If we don't draw both strikes. There is actually a chance we could kill immediately with the Master strategy if we drew Strike, Strike, Bloodletting, or did some shenanigans with the Blessing of the Forge. But the way I see it, currently we're guaranteed to take 18 and then win the fight next turn, and I'm quite happy with that. Strike was on the bottom. Get a Centennial Puzzle, which is absurdly good when we have a Bloodletting. A Smoke Bomb, which is not absurdly good. And 3 cards that are also not very good. And I'm more than happy to skip these. We could maybe take a Thunderclap. It's fine with Whirlwind. But I don't want it. Let's take a Thunderclap plus an Act 2 if we see one. But I'd rather skip more cards now, especially since we're already able to beat the Act boss. Good rule of thumb, if you're in Act 1, if you can beat the Act boss, stop taking cards. Unless they're really, really good cards. Donut. Donut. Lagavulin gives us a chance to play the Demon form here. Might even actually just play the Bloodletting so we can draw towards Demon form faster for this fight. Let's do that. We'll play the Bash, play the Feel No Pain without waking up. Could also Whirlwind, but let's just let Sleepy Egg sleep so that we can play our Demon form more easily. I don't really want to Shrug, because if I Shrug, I can't then play the Demon form if I draw it. So we just wait one more turn. And there's our Demon form. Okay. Clothesline Rage is a really good first turn against Awokened Lagavulin, so this worked out pretty well. Now we're gaining 2 strength per turn. And we've even got Shrug here. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, let's play Master Strategy now, then. Let's go Shrug and Clothesline. Take 1 damage, and life is good. This turn is less good, but at least we can do pretty obscene damage with just Bloodletting Whirlwind. Ow. And then we can get some of our health back with Reaper here. Before we kill. Kind of awkward draw order, though. That definitely could have gone better. We get more healing. The Blood Vial means we will heal 2 at the start of combats. Maybe could mean we get bites later in the run. But I think it's kind of unlikely. And we're offered Corruption. Which makes all our skills free and is pretty dang good with Feel No Pain, generally speaking. Headbutt's also very nice with some of the stuff we've got going on. I actually don't necessarily want Corruption, because problematically, Corruption would exhaust Bloodletting and Rage. So I might rather pick a Headbutt here, to be able to put Bloodletting on top of the deck. I think we're going to upgrade Demon Form. There's so many important upgrades to get. Bloodletting, Rage, and Demon Form are the top 3 for me. Let's take this Headbutt over a Corruption. Yes, you heard me. We're skipping the Act 1 Corruption and taking a Headbutt instead. I know this must seem strange. Alright, again, Slime Boss. Mostly we just play the Demon Form and then we're there. We have enough health to just tank the hit from the boss if we need to. What would we like to headbutt? Definitely put this in play. I don't have to headbutt anything. Anger seems like a good headbutt, though. Let's get more of these in play. That does lower my chance of drawing the Demon Form next turn, but I'm not concerned about that right now. We should actually skip the Bloodletting for the moment. I think. This is a pretty good block turn here. Rage plus Clothesline weakens this thing. And blocks, along with the Anger here. So we really don't even take that much damage. Then we guaranteed get to play Demon Form next turn, and all is well. If I play Bloodletting now, I guess I could then play the Demon Form a turn earlier, potentially. Or I could split the Slime Boss, which I would not want to do. I think we just take the bonk here. Then we play the Demon Form. Not going to play the Anger. We're just going to let Slime Boss have a couple of turns here. I'll play maybe some Slimed if we draw them. Can't headbutt Whirlwind here. Bummer. Yeah, and then we'll attack Slime Boss next turn. Yeah, this is fine. One damage. Ooh, and I can do Bash and Clothesline, so we can just absolutely destroy one slime here. You die. We'd like to draw into the Reaper, actually, if possible. I might be creating a problem for myself here. No problems here. Only dead slimes. GG. We're on to Act 2, pretty decisively. And we're offered again Corruption. Could also take Double Tap, which is quite potent alongside Reaper, Clothesline, and Whirlwind. Nice with the Master strategy, too. And the Centennia puzzle. Or Impervious for one-time block 30, which is also always great. I actually think I genuinely want this double tap. I've got visions of amazing possibilities with the Whirlwind, with the Bloodletting, with the Reaper. I want it. Let's try it. Gives me really good reason to upgrade Rage, too. Although it now itself wants an upgrade. Ah, and I thought so. We are taking energy. Wow, these are some stinky energy choices. Dang. I guess Ectoplasm, but oof, regardless. Certainly don't like Busted Crown here. The Cursed Trio, yeah. Sozu's pretty brutal, too, with these potions. Is Ecto better than Mark of Pain? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Well, I'm happy enough with Ectoplasm then. Believe it or not, this could have been worse. Take your pick and replace it with Black Blood or Mark of Pain or maybe Velvet Choker for this deck too. Or maybe Tiny House. Like, there's a lot of other really yikes options we could have gotten here. The way I look at it for Ectoplasm versus Mark of Pain, Ectoplasm prevents us from removing 2 more cards for the rest of the run, so we'll be eventually down to removes. Mark of Pain puts us immediately down to removes by putting 2 Cursed Wounds into the draw pile every fight, and then often even creating turns where we can't spend all the energy. Not too bad with Evolve, though, sometimes, but I really, really dislike Mark of Pain. Yeah, you have to be able to turn the wounds into an upside or get rid of them somehow, or it's just too brutal. Most of the time. A20 really does not allow for dead weight cards very often. What a weird layout for the act. What the heck am I doing here? Do I go for the Burning Elite? Kind of safe with Smoke Bomb. What's the worst that happens, right? We have to beat the Bronze Automaton. Also, we have bottled 4-energy Whirlwind is going to slap in Act 2 here. How many upgrades do I want? Guess there's a 3-upgrade Burning Elite path. Doesn't hit a shot, but I guess I don't care. Could also get rid of a Strike. Actually, now that we have Ectoplasm, I'm way more about trying to get bites. So actually, this 3 question mark path seems even better. There's also this? That's funny. Probably don't want to do that. Do this, though. Into a bunch of question marks here. It's 1 less rest site. Doesn't get the Burning Elite. I'm thinking more and more we should go for the Burning Elite. If you Smoke Bomb Burning Elite, will you get 1 next act? Yes. The actual check is, do you have the green key? So something you can also do is fight and defeat the Burning Elite. Don't pick up the green key. And then another one will spawn next act that you can again fight, defeat, and skip the key from. Alright, so let's mark this path in red here. We're feeling ambitious. Can I actually pull this off? I'm thinking probably yes. With Demon Form, Reaper, Bottled Whirlwind, like, birds just get instantly destroyed. Thieves we can actually Smoke Bomb away from, so we can never lose our money to Thieves. That's pretty hype. I really don't see a whole lot of problems here. You can also Smoke Bomb away if we're just losing too much health to Avocado. Although for Avocado, we should be able to Reaper it back pretty easily. Speaking of... I guess let's find out if that's true. This seems pretty promising. So we go Demon Form. Bloodletting Rage Clothesline. That feels right. And I'm actually not sure I want to create a Anger at the moment. Let's just block 3 times this turn. Our goal is to get out of this fight with as much health as possible. I'm not actually sure what that might look like, though. Also, I shouldn't forget that we have 4 energy per turn. It's easy to forget, apparently. Again, I'm not going to play the anger here. Headbutt Shrug. I'd like to wait a little bit longer here, or get a double tap Reaper somehow. Would be my preference. But we might get bonked for a lot of damage. Good news is, with so much strength, we can kind of end the fight at our convenience if we draw really poorly like this. So, take 12. And we actually, the Shelled Parasite will gain 12 health from this, so I'm quite fine with that. We could even play the Bash to make them vulnerable so that Reaper can do more damage when we do draw it, if that's next turn. Although they'll have less total health then for us to gain, which prevents double tap Reaper from really working. Let's actually just give them the 12 health. Can always get that health back, after all. Okay, this looks promising. Come on, Reaper. Bummer about the no double tap. This will do, though. This will certainly do. Heal 25. Okay, not bad. With a plus, you say? Actually, Battle Trance, though. That is a good heavy blade, though. Shoot. Genuinely tough choice there. The way this deck wants to draw cards together, it really feels important to me that we get more card draw here. Yeah, a more constant double tap, exactly, which is, I think, the most important thing here. Also, being able to headbutt and draw immediately is pretty important, too. So I dislike strongly that was the only unupgraded card, but oh well. And I'm actually going to keep this smoke bomb. I might regret this, but I want to be able to flee if it's thieves. Explosive Potion wouldn't quite cut it, because we do 32 damage with Whirlwind to the thieves. This makes it 42. That's not enough to kill either of them. So we always have the smoke bomb option. I really don't want to lose my money here. So I'm just going to leave this potion on the ground, just in case. It's birds. Well, birds we have covered. Birds are no problem. Greetings, bird nerds. I'm going to heal the full off you. Now get down. Do I actually want a double tap headbutt? No, in fact, I'd prefer to take a small amount of damage anyway. Or puzzle. Hello, Reaper. Well, if I shrug and then Battle Trance, it's actually not guaranteed because I won't have hand space, but still. It will be guaranteed. Because science. Actually, wait, we do have hand space. Was the bottom card. Get out of here. Thanks for that health, though. And Whirlwind. Bummer. Would have been so satisfying. Alright, Smoke Bomb no longer has a purpose. Get out of here. Warcry. Warcry also kind of interesting with Headbutt. Card manipulation. Actually, being able to put a card on top is quite useful here. We're looking to set up combos between double tap and stuff like Whirlwind or Reaper. Having a Warcry that can let us get a card out of our hand can be actually surprisingly useful. It's a kind of card manipulation I don't often advocate for or suggest, but Whirlwind can be surprisingly good. Don't underestimate the power of Whirlwind, or of Warcry. Excuse me, not Whirlwind. Oh, double tap, Whirlwind. Satisfying. A Battle Trance Plus. Well, now I feel like a chump for not taking the Heavy Blade Plus. I guess I'll still take the Battle Trance Plus. But, you know. Buy potions from the potion lady. I'm not going to do that. Slap me in the face all you want. I'll just draw cards from it. Ha! Immune. Alright, Snake Plant, what do you got? Do your worst. So sometimes we will draw the Battle Trances together. In that case, we can still just play Battle Trance Plus, and that's pretty good. Looks like keeping the Flex Potion for the Burning Elite is probably wise. Put the Whirlwind on top, I guess. Probably maybe wanted the Master of Strategy on top, actually. Okay, okay. In that case... do this. Just one Reaper. 10. Ooh, and I might not even kill next turn. Realistically, I have to play the Whirlwind? Yeah, okay. It's not enough? Amazing. Ow. Alright, well, we're a little bit battered by the Snake Plant, and we do, in fact, find a potion. I think this is the... well, actually, with 2 Battle Trances, this is not a great use case for double Warcry. But I'll still take the second Warcry. It's a common card we have not yet achieved mastery of, and there's quite a lot that it can do. I'll take the Energy Potion over the Blessing of the Forge, now that we've gotten some of the really important stuff upgraded. That is a plus strength Book of Stabbing. That seems like a problem. Especially since we did not start this fight at full health. Oh, that's gonna help. Okay. Energy Potion lets me clothesline here. Put Reaper on top? Yeah, just go ahead and put the Reaper on top. Sweet. Good job, Warcry. Bonk. This is not going to save me any wounds, but I'm still going to block for 5, I think. Versus deal 8. With Demon Form in play? Yeah, that seems correct. Every turn we can buy ourselves is going to be an inordinate amount of damage. Feel No Pain, then Battle Trance Plus? Is it correct to even play Feel No Pain? Could just be Bash Reaper this turn. Ooh, even better. We use Warcry to put the Reaper on top. Double Warcry means we could delay the Reaper 2 turns until the crucial moment. I actually love that. Because next turn we do get to double tap the Reaper. Check this out. So we go Bash... Anger. Warcry. Place Reaper on top. Headbutt. Place Battle Trance Plus on top. And Warcry doesn't draw nothing, because we cannot draw additional cards. Which is actually a good thing sometimes. Very neat, huh? So now we have Bloodletting, Battle Trance, Double Tap, Reaper all together here. Along with Rage. This would have been a really good Blessing of the Forge turn. Do we even need the thingamajig? Alternately, is this our Flex Potion turn? So we're going to heal for 15 by 2. This looks like a pretty good flex pot. Although I really wanted that for the next elite. We'll be fine as long as we beat this elite without too much trouble. So, yes, let's use it here. Pretty troubling elite overall, right? And then Bloodletting simply saves more health than it costs to use, period. So this is super worth it. To strike 2 more times and shrug. We full block? Almost? Almost. And we're going to leave this fight with more health than we entered it with. That's got to be pretty good as a result. I'll take it. Get an Ancient Tea Set! Yes! Yes! After entering a rest site, start the next combat with 2 energy on turn 1. Those poor slavers have no idea what's about to happen. But it's not going to be pretty. Do I take the second clothesline on this run? I don't think we do. I don't think we take any of these cards. Upgraded commons are not it. Yeah, I want to buy Bag of Marbles now. So many good upgrades here. Heck. Rage actually seems amongst the best of them. But Bloodletting, Double Tap are both very good as well. Let's see, the next upgrade is right after this elite. Okay, let's upgrade Double Tap first. And then Rage second. And then Bloodletting third. Actually, don't like the Bloodletting as much. Now that we have the Ancient Tea Set doing stuff. It's kind of cute. Let's put the Master Strategy on top with the Warcries, since we can't use it this turn with the no-draw. These Warcries have been really cool. And that means we get to Demon Form reliably this turn. I don't think we'll actually play this Master Strategy. I am going to Headbutt Whirlwind, though, since you are summoning more stupid stuff. And you're attacking me again, you stinker. How dare you. Could double Whirlwind, double Anger? Do I want to double Anger? Not really. One seems like enough. And actually drawing a Reaper with the Gremlins next turn is ideal, so I'm not going to bother playing Battle Trance or anything else here. Just go strike, strike. Bring on the Gremlins. Heal me. Delicious. That's one healthy clad. Beautiful. We get the sharp corn. Spiky bronze scales give us 3 thorns. We're offered a disarm, which can reduce enemy strength. Disarm is one of the most important cards out there for Ironclad. It's so good against the heart in particular. Great with Feel No Pain too. Excellent card here. So I said I wanted to go more events over taking this additional elite. That's because we want to maybe find Bites, or the Colosseum event would be pretty good too. Is that worth it? I think so. I also don't really want to do more combats as acts. Let's take the disarm. We got plenty of cards in the deck. We're going to beat the act boss already. Yeah, let's take some events here. Let's do it. War Paint upgrades 2 skills at random. Come on. Rage. Yeah. Cool. Alright, that means I get to use this upgrade on something else, which will be the Bloodletting now. Perfect. So much energy in this deck. Merchant's here, offering me a Prismatic Shard with the last of my gold. Seems fated to me, Twitch chat. This man comes out of nowhere, offers me mystery cheese. Almost seems like it would be illegal not to. Let's do it. Oh, when we get offered a book. Nothing like a good book after you're stuffed full of cheese. It's a book about colors. Super powerful colors. The first attack played each turn costing 2 or more gets played twice. Oh my goodness. We are powerful. We are really, really powerful. Third Warcry. Get a Hello World. Hello World will make an Ironclad common card every turn. I don't think I want that. Double tap conclude? That's not a thing. It does not work. Boat thingy's good, though. And let's upgrade... With Necronomicon now, upgrading Bash is pretty hype. Upgrading Reaper is not that bad either. Let's upgrade the Bash. Could also upgrade the Master of Strategy quite reasonably. Oh. I guess I'll just skip the Feel No Pain for maximum damage here. Just play double tap, Whirlwind. Goes Burr. Yeah! 192 damage. Alright, now put Headbutt on top so I can put the Whirlwind on top. Really loving these Warcries. They've been extra stupid. For example, here now I can headbutt the card and Warcry it immediately. It's only gonna be 48 though if I do that. They're stealing my rare cards, which seems fine. So yeah, let's just go defend, double clothesline. I guess let's see what's on top before I... That's fine. And put Whirlwind on top here. Bye-bye now. These are not very good cards. Double Reaper? I guess? That actually blocked for quite a bit. Sure. I'm not even going to bother playing Demon Form because you have 11 hit points. And a strike kills you. Good fight. That was a good fight. Alright, deck seems strong. We get 3 rares, again with Prismatic Shard, which are Biased Cognition, Nightmare, and Brilliance. Nightmare? Nightmare Reaper? Nightmare Demon Form? How exciting. And we have already all this manipulation meant to get cards together, so what can Nightmare do for us? Let's find out. Of course, this would be the run where we get Nightmare, Nightmare Wish, right? This is it. This is going to be the run. We already have the Ectoplasm. More energy seems like an excellent thing. We've got some really expensive stuff going on. I don't think I want it in the form of the Fusion Hammer, though. We'd rather take the Slaver's Collar. Bonus energy during boss and elite fights. This is one of my favorite ways to get extra energy. For the non-elite fights, I don't even care about them because most of them die instantly to Necronomicon, Bottled Flame, Whirlwind. Except for Spikers. You can also maybe take Black Star, but let's take the energy. Of course, this is where we're going to run into double Spikers fights, right? You can feel it. Okay, rest sites orally. It's not exactly a plentiful Act 3, but more than sufficient here. I like something like this. We'll take a reasonable number of events, a couple upgrade sites, just no shops, essentially. That's the main goal. I do like the events of Act 3, though. So something like this looks pretty good. Might be able to get the red mask for 9 gold. That wouldn't be too bad. You have too many hit points to instantly kill. Unacceptable. 8 times 14, that sounds like enough. Dead. Concentrate. Discard 3 cards to gain 2 energy. Interesting. No, I think. Trying to think of uses for that. Not really that many for us. Because the battle trances. Oh, these two are screwed. I'll fight you, nerds. Guess what I have? Super whirlwind powers. That's what I have. Although, I see that you're still alive. This is a slight problem. But only slightly. Odd turn there. Good enough. Easy fight. We get a bird-faced urn, a little bit more healing. And an acrobatics. Draw 3, discard 1. Bit odd with the battle trances, but I quite like it overall. That's a much better silent card to add. Greetings, Darklings. Goodbye. May you never bother anyone again. Flex, consume, and leap. Consume is funny. Skip it. A bummer there, Joe. Hope you get better soon. Stream has kept many an ill individual company during health downtime for one reason or another. One of our longest time community members joined the community during their recovery from a stroke. And so they're that spent a lot of downtime bedridden, and the content was here to give them something to be entertained by while slowly regaining bodily function. Have we already mastered the prismatic shard? Yes, we've already got the shard covered, but it still provides unique opportunities, which we've really appreciated so far. It's how we got alpha mastered. I want this speed potion. Yes, this could be influential against hearts, although I'm currently struggling to imagine how. Writhing Mass is a unique challenge. Can't just kill them to death in the way that we would want, but we could... Oh, we have Nightmare Disarm, too. I hadn't even thought about that particular combo. That's beautiful stuff. And also Nightmare Bloodletting. Cute. Yeah, let's Nightmare Disarm. Why not? It's a really good reason to upgrade this Disarm. Fun use for it in the heart fight, too. Easy. Most important thing about this fight, don't get cursed. That's the only real goal. Do not become accursed. So don't play attacks unless we have an exit plan from what the enemy is doing here. So here, for example, I shouldn't play any of these attacks, because if it rolls to curse, I can't play another attack. So we just patiently wait until we can kill, essentially. Without too much complication. Meanwhile, the thorns and the strength will work together to make this all work out quite nicely. Alright, here's a good turn to get our health back. Let's do that. Then we strike one more time to reroll. If this was cursed, we could whirlwind again. Oh, no you don't. Alright, slow and steady wins the fight. Part of why Writhing Mass is so despised is it really does force you to pick and choose which cards you want to play each turn. Quite decisively. More card draw? Man, with these battle... I do kind of regret this Battle Trance now. Just the first one, not the second one. Pummel Plus. I don't think so. Not with the other cards we have. Genuinely. Ooh, we get to lose a card? Defend, feel no pain, or clothesline. Defend, get the heck out of here. Goodbye. So long, farewell. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. And all that. Maybe we want to upgrade the Nightmare, actually. Don't worry about it too much. So we go Headbutt, Warcry, Bloodletting again, Whirlwind. This deck is good. Alright, Sword Boomerang with a plus on it. That's a pretty good 1 energy attack. If we're looking for a 1 energy attack, which we're not necessarily doing. Looking for an efficient way to kill Heart with Demon Form. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm also going to swap the Speed Potion for a Power Potion. Power Potion's really good against the Heart. Alright, Transient's actually not a free fight here. We have our Bottled Whirlwind trick. But after that, we have to have consistent output, which we don't necessarily do constantly. Double Bash will definitely help. I'm going to go ahead and play this Feel No Pain. We'll take some damage and draw more cards for the next turn. Here we go. Bloodletting, Rage, Double Tap, Clothesline. Here we go. Triple Clothesline, the power. Put the Demon Form in play and slap this fool. Okay, situation's now under control. Sword Boomerang also showing why it was important to add here. Just being nice value this turn. Blam. Alright, next turn I would like... What do we got here? Lots of Vuln and Weak. Just give me the Whirlwind back then. And just slap it. Let those both go into the draw pile. Double tap Bash Anger ought to be enough here. Triple Bash. Dang. The power. Blood Potion for an on-demand heal is amazing. What about Malaise? Enemy loses X strength? Holy heck. That's awesome. Also with Nightmare. Yes, please. Yes, please. Tony Scarface, if I were to come up with a dad joke based on the card I just picked, would you consider that Malaise joke creation? The Smiling Mask doesn't do anything. I'm feeling pretty Malaise today. I thought I told you Darklings to get out of here. Your kind is not welcome. I've already got double Clothesline. What about an Aggregate? Also, in the very unlikely chance we see another one, we have multiple X-cost cards. We have a Nightmare. Yeah, I want Aggregate. That's an Aggregate card. Alright, not the easiest Nemesis start. Double Clothesline this turn looks pretty good, though. Good. Alright, well now we can do some really silly things, apparently. Do I need to, though? I think we just go for a lot of damage this turn. And there's no need to overcomplicate it, right? Double Tap is still in the draw pile. So I think I head at Rage. So that we can block with it next turn. We probably just want to Malaise here. Playing strikes for minimal damage is not that likely to be effective. Let's just bring Nemesis to -7. They can only hurt with this attack, and this attack was the reason we put the Rage in the draw pile. Glad we did. Unfortunately, Aggregate not doing much here. Bummer. At least we can put the Aggregate on top for next turn. We are going to take a bit of a hit here. But that's what the Reaper's for, after all. It's Nightmare Master strategy in the unlikely chance that I don't get what I want this turn. We'll definitely get what we want next turn. We can just kill right now. Let's do that. Art of War. If we play no attacks, we'll gain extra energy on the next turn. That seems fine. Burning Pact, however, seems more than fine, giving us more card draw and letting us delete a card of our choosing, probably the Battle Trances, or at least one of them during some of these later fights where we need to keep drawing over and over again. Turn 1 Demon Form seems pretty okay. In fact, here's an example of where I am going to use Art of War. Get more energy next turn, rather than playing an attack for essentially nothing. What if we didn't do that? And we malaise for a bajillion instead. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's lose that strike also. Sure. There we go, that's not too bad. Nothing we can't heal back. Through various means. So Reaper is in the draw pile. Discard pile has double tap, aggregate, Burning Pact. Let's headbutt the Burning Pact, actually. And Warcry into it. Get rid of this strike. Play this. Play this. Don't want a double clothesline? Not really. Okay, good talk. Alright, we could Nightmare Reaper, but we don't really need to. Is plenty, so let's double clothesline. Beautiful. Reckless Charge plus second copy of Sword Boomerang would let us grab the mastery there. Sure. This is a frivolous card. No, actually, not that frivolous, given that we really do appreciate the damage to energy efficiency of it overall. Slightly frivolous, in order to progress towards our Mastery Challenge. Ooh, Cultist Potion could also really, really help. I'm going to take Cultist Potion for the final battle here. Cultist Potion and Power Potion ought to together be sufficient here. How's it going, Harry Oz? There is a Mastery mod currently just in my possession alone, created by B for the benefit of the stream. Do I want to double tap Headbutt to get back double tap Acrobatics? No, I don't. I do want to consider putting Acrobatics back on top, though. Let's just triple Whirlwind. It's the most damage. I could Nightmare Burning Pact? That's kind of fun. Let's do that. Create 3 more Burning Pacts next turn, please. Now draw. Could have Nightmare Demon Form. Fool. Although, I actually like where we're headed, though. Let's see what happens here. More Burning Pacts means more what? More crazy card plays is what it means. Do we even need this Reaper? Not the way this fight's gonna go. No, we don't. Get rid of it. I am gonna want Anger. What about Clothesline? Don't think so. Okay, there's our Bash. That needs to get played. Let's go Double Bash, Disarm, Anger. Warcry to put a Battle Trance on top? No, Warcry to put a Burning Pact on top. countdown is over, we have to block, too. Easier said than done. Get rid of strike here. Bloodletting, then draw. Oh, and bloodletting and draw, excuse me. Get rid of another strike here. Soon there'll be nothing left but goodness to draw. This way. Okay, Malaise for 3 seems pretty reasonable right now. And I'll skip the anger in order to get a bonus energy next turn. Tick-tock. You've run out the clock. Well, Giant Head, this seems like a bit of an awkward draw. Boomerang before the double whirlwind has to be worth it. So, anger, Boomerang, whirlwind. Gotcha. GG. Pommel Strike Plus is back. Still don't really want it. Could take a deflect. Zero cost block is probably not a bad choice, actually. No. No, we're winning in other ways. We don't want to add more cards. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, who's next? Oh. Time Eater has an equally dire fate. I'll keep this for later. Seem like you're already sapped enough, friendo. Alright, let's get rid of this Battle Trance. Double Clothesline doesn't even seem necessary with 6 turns of weakness, but 12 is better. Let's put Disarm on top, just in case of Nightmare. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Time Eater does have other attacks, of course, that are a bit problematic here. What do I want here? Probably want a card from the top. Shrug? Doesn't seem that important. You can also just take 18 and end the turn. It's not unreasonable. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Excellent. Nice attack, nerd. I play 2 demon forms. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, I'm gonna headbutt? Not really. Do your worst. Okay, that is pretty damaging, actually. Put Reaper on top, then. I'll just get all that health back next turn, if you don't mind. Thanks. Nice. Not going to play the disarm as debuffs are about to be removed. Not that it should matter with our strength total. I think we just win next turn. As long as we draw, yeah, any amount of damage at all. GG. Alrighty, we're at absolutely full health. I have a spoiler alert for everybody, which is that Spire, Spear, and Shield aren't going to exist. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this evil? You blast for 2137. It's not too shabby, and we stride forward. Why exhaust a strike over the Necronomicon curse? That particular curse comes back if you exhaust it. This one. There is no escape from Necronomicon curse. It doesn't quite explicitly state what that means, but in practice, if you exhaust it, it will immediately return to your hand. Or a new copy of it is put into your hand, actually, more specifically. Probably we want to upgrade Aggregate, but there's definitely arguments for some of the other draw upgrades. More energy, please. To master that curse, we'd have to be able to duplicate it with something like the Dolly's Mirror in this shop, or a duplication event. It will be possible for us to master the Necronomicon curse eventually, although I think it'll take some stellar circumstances. Omamori does stop the Necronomicon curse, funnily enough. It does work. It's not quite a full kill, huh? Good enough, though. Actually, we don't even quite get Spire Shield? That's not quite as good as I was hoping for, actually. We're going to get bonus draw next turn. Do I care about Malaise? I think I do. So let's Warcry the Malaise on top. And then we should probably stay facing this way for the moment. Okay. Not ideal, but adequate. I was really hoping we'd draw Aggregate or something alongside, but here we are. Ah, I see. Well, this looks like fun trouble. I think we should kill the shield off here. We can just tank the hit from the spear. If we had to tank another hit from shield next turn, we might actually just die outright. But with the spear alone, we can just get our health back. Let's go double tap, triple bash on shield. Double strike finishes it off. Malaise to remove the artifact from the spear. We'll take a lot of damage, but we should be able to get most of that health back, I'm hoping. Although I might have to Reaper right now. That's not good. That's less than ideal, actually. At least have a heal from Burning Blood, but going into Heart with like 50 health? A little discouraging. Definitely discouraging. Disarm means we can stall, the Thorns mean we really can't, and the Spear is going to attack for quite a lot, unfortunately. So I don't think we can. Also, there's going to be more and more burns as this goes on. So I think I am just going to Rage double tap the Reaper here. Means we're not going to get any more health than this. We'll have 50 health, plus whatever we get from powers. Oof. Do I Nightmare Strike? That's worrisome. Pretty much want to kill it next turn, so I think I do. And then I'll just keep the bonus energy. It's reasons. So yes, Nightmare Strike, and then don't play Strike. You heard me. This is fine. Okay. Anything that we can headbutt for benefits? Yes, Battle Trance Plus, because we want to draw and play Feel No Pain or Demon Form, or the Bird-Faced Earn Health, if possible. So Headbutt, Battle Trance Plus, and then play Master Strategy. There's Feel No Pain. Double Clothesline kills, so we can't even afford to play Demon Form anyway. Let's just play Double Clothesline and be done with it. Okay, 52 health. A second Power Potion. Might be better than Cultist Potion, especially since it'll heal for 2, although we'll also take 2 damage from Beat of Death for playing a Power. Love a Shockwave here. Another way to apply Weaken Vuln. Very important that we get that down early in the heart fight, or we'll die. So I will take a Shockwave. And yes, we'll take Power Potion, which could easily be Corruption, or Dark Embrace, or Demon Form. It's also something we can potentially Nightmare. Over 1 strength per turn. Alright, we got Bash on turn 1. That's pretty exciting. Don't know that we actually want the Whirlwind. To play Burning Pact, I'd have to exhaust something. I guess let's see what the Power Potions contain first and foremost. Okay, we did get a Demon Form on turn 1. From one of them. What's the other one got? Corruption. Well, I'd say that's probably pretty good, starting with a free Corruption and a free Demon Form on turn 1. Yeah, we want most of these skills to exhaust. In particular, we want the Battle Trances to go, and we want the Nightmare to be free as well. So yes, we definitely take that. So yeah, that to me says exhaust this Whirlwind with the Burning Pact. I might want to do it before playing the Corruption, so that I can keep the Burning Pact. Let's do that. Go Feel No Pain. Burning Pact Whirlwind. I'm sorry, Whirlwind. Clotheslines here. Okay, we're going to play Clothesline instead of Bash, so that the heart is weakened forever. That's very important that it happens quickly here. What about Double Tap? Do I want to keep that around? Actually, hold on. We should just go Corruption, Demon Form, Double Clothesline. Don't play the Double Tap at all. Because I don't want to break my own block and activate Centennial Puzzle and draw cards right now. So let's just go Corruption, Demon Form, Double Clothesline. No further cards. Alright, the big attack is first. We do draw Malaise this turn. Excellent. Playing Malaise here will make sure that no damage comes to us next turn. This works the way I want it to with Feel No Pain. Draw me more cards. Yes, good. Okay, here's our Shockwave for free. That's also more turns of weakness. We got more turns of weakness than you can shake a stick at. We play the Battle Trance upgraded or unupgraded? Might as well play the upgraded one first. Okay, here's our Demon Form. Excellent. That's definitely going to get put in play here. No nightmaring it, just get it and play faster. And we can play Headbutt to put Burning Pact on top, or we can play this Malaise. I think we're actually going to try to draw towards the Disarm, from the looks of it. This Malaise is no longer going to stop the damage, and I can't use a Warcry to put it on top. So let's just get more control over the draw. Put the Burning Pact on top. Yes, there's the Disarm. Okay, all is well then. Do we play the Aggregate? I don't think we do. Definitely need to start doing damage. And we'll be quite happy if we can either Nightmare Reaper or just get to full health before the next line of attacks begin. Seems quite good. Excellent. We do, in fact, just get to Nightmare the Reaper. Seems quite excellent, then. Get to this thing. GG. Easy. Ow. Use Warcry to put one of the Reapers on top for next turn to get our health back after this. Let's go crazy here. The Reapers are also our main source of damage, it seems. This will only get played one time, and we don't get any health, so I'll just play the Strike instead. This turn looks a bit painful. Might actually want to bash twice. Chunk through those artifact layers. Since the Reaper can only heal me one time anyway. Sure. Don't forget to use the Reaper before the damage cap happens, though. Perfect. This can do 20 more, might as well. Still keep Aggregate? I don't think so. I think its time is gone. Alright, this is looking pretty clean to me here. Double tap, triple clothesline, bonk, bonk, bonk. Double headbutt to put 2 cards back on top. You better believe they're going to be Reaper and Sword Boomerang. Malaise for 2. GG, Mr. Hart. Welcome to Full Health Town. Population us. Delicious. GG. GG, Twitch chat. What a great run. GG. GG. 29-37. Not too bad. Almost to 3K there. What an amazing set of relics here. And we got quite a few cards crossed off the list as well. We'll have to take a look at the deck list here. But at a minimum, Warcry was one of our duplicates. And we crossed the Necronomicon off the list. Also want to say hello and welcome to Poppy Blanco, who asks, which of the 3 starters do I think is the hardest to play at Ascension 20? I'd say it depends on whether you're going for the heart or not. If you're just doing a run to the end of Act 3, then I think the Silent has the hardest time, because Act 1 really struggles in Act 1. And that's going to be an immense challenge no matter what. If you're playing on A20, just getting past Slime Boss, getting past Gremlin Knob is just not something that you can always manage to do, pretty much. If you're going for the heart and Act 4, then I tend to find the Defect really has a hard time with that. Something about the way Act 4 is designed, because the heart has this accelerating time limit, this is really puts pressure on Defect more than on any other character, who cannot simply sit back behind an endless wall of frost. Also, the way that the Spire Spirit and Spire Shield just aggressively stab you to death is really something that the Defect has a great amount of difficulty handling. There's so many Defect decks that can easily clear Act 1, 2, and 3, but then do nothing in Act 4 and die immediately. And that's just not true for the other characters. Silent, if you get to Act 4, you're pretty well set up for the Heart fight and the Elites fight, but Defect is just completely off guard in the endgame. Ultimately, both the Silent and the Defect are very challenging to play at Ascension 20. Yeah, it's funny, Steinekin. I really thought the turn 1 Whirlwind was going to get them, and if we'd drawn Double Tap or Bloodletting or a couple of other things on turn 1, we would have killed them on turn 1, but it didn't work out. Choreop says, if you get a Now Transform 2, do you hit the same cards as you would for a Remove 2? Mostly. I think with Ironclad, you can get away with Transform 2 strikes. You're allowed to do that. Because Ironclad has so many attack cards in the card pool that you're almost guaranteed to get more damage. And even if you don't, you still have got Bash to rely on. Watcher, I think, or transforming 2 defends is mostly correct. Silent and Defect. 1/1 for Silent, transform 2 strikes for Defect. Yeah, I'd say more or less always do that. Have I ever abused exhausting the Necronomicon over and over again? Only on a seeded run. I've not had it happen to me on a random run, which I'm very sad about. So I really would like to have it happen. So, cards that we mastered on this run, other than Warcry. We got Sword Boomerang. We didn't get a second Clothesline, nor a second Double Tap, or any of this other stuff, actually. Mostly just Sword Boomerang and Warcry. And, of course, the Necronomicon Relic. Still had a red outline in the run history. That's kind of cool. Blue Candle, Necronomicon, and Rupture. That'll do it. Bonus points if you got Tungsten Rod, indeed. Although then you can't use Rupture, of course. We already had Battle Trance mastered, so that wasn't, unfortunately, a mastery for this run. But that's okay. I'm very happy with this Ironclad overall. Next up's going to be the Silent. Before that happens, I'm going to take a quick break, refill the legs, stretch the water a little bit. When I return, more Spire Twitch chat. I'll be right back.